What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here. Today we're bringing some Yu-Gi-Oh pack openings. So today we got the second half of this very spicy Magician's Force set. Now again, to give you a quick background, I bought 27 packs off of TrollandToad.com. Normally I don't advise buying loose packs because they could be weighed, but like I said, Troll and Toad has been a really good site. I have never had issues with them before, and if you saw part one, these definitely weren't weighed. So without further ado, let's go to hop into the second pack, and hopefully we can end this with a fire, if not multiple, but you know what, I'll settle for one Dark Magician Girl pull. So let's see what we got. So first pack, here we go. Now if you guys remember, I did actually pull a secret rare in the first, second pack of part one. Can that happen again in this part? I guess we'll find out. Again, the main card you want to get, I actually did double check the prices afterwards. Ironically, that Diffusion Wave Motion I got isn't that expensive. It's like a 50-cent card actually, non-first edition. And the first edition version is like $5, but the more valuable cards in this set definitely are the Dark Magician Girl at the top, number one by far. Bam! Combination attack, regular rare. Definitely a Dark Magician Girl at the top, followed by XYZ Tank Cannon, which is like a $16 card. And it's funny because Dark Magician Girl, because she's a fan favorite and she's like a big collectible and still usable to this day, she actually goes for as much as $80 for a unlimited version. And if you have a first edition version, which by the way these are just regular edition, a first edition version is like $400 just for the card alone. If you get it graded, we're talking about maybe a couple $1,000s if it's a PSA 10. So unfortunately, we're not gonna get that today because these are unlimited versions. But I will say that if I get a Dark Magician Girl and it comes back as a PSA 10 on an unlimited, that's still a huge W, as a collector. So that's obviously the big goal. If I can get that, this pack opening is definitely worth it, 100%. The other cards that you want to get out of the set are the Dark Paladin, which I don't know if I mentioned it or not. It's about a $16 card as well. If you get the alternate art, which is obviously not available in this batch right here, then we're talking about like $100, which is the same art that you had in the DMG version, which I actually got in a past opening. So if you get your hands on that, that's fire. Continuous Destruction Punch. We got the Desk Kangaroo in the background. I think that's what it's called. Zombie Tiger, the Vampire Orcus, Disarmament, and finally, Old Vindictive Magician, which is actually a pretty good card. It's the second Mania bug, if I remember correctly. Put that over here. So yeah, basically what you want to pull in this set is going to be Dark Magician Girl. It's kind of funny that because of Dark Magician Girl, this is why the set's so expensive. I don't know the full story behind why it's so limited and why the set is so much more valuable than other cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh series. Because usually the way it works is with the unlimited version packs, usually the prices end up crashing. For example, you can get a a Legend of Blue Eyes pack for like $10 a pack, which is kind of expensive but pretty good for LOB. If you're talking about first edition, we're talking about way more, but like the gap is huge. But like even with Magician's Force, those packs can get very expensive if you end up getting even an unlimited pack. So keep in mind on that when you come across specs. White Dragon Head, dude, I have not gotten a single dupe holo so far, which is amazing. White Dragon Head, let's put that to the side over here so I can get that sleeved up. If you saw part one, there were a lot of the XYZ tank cannons and dragons, whatever, in that batch. So it's kind of cool that I keep getting that line of evolution cards, or I guess fusion cards, or I guess synergy cards, whatever you want to call them, back to back without getting dupes, which is kind of cool. I mean, obviously, the big one I want to pull is the Dark Paladin and Dark Magician Girl, but I don't mind getting these as long as they're not dupes. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. So look at that. Was that 3 packs in on part 2, and I already got a foil? I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Let's keep that energy going, though. Let's keep that energy going. Now, for the purposes of I do want to point this out because people might actually ask. For the purposes of not surprising myself, I do not pre-weigh these packs before I do these openings. Usually, I mean, I have before. I will say that. Like, if I get like a one-of-a-kind Pokemon pack and I want to see whether or not I should open it, I will weigh it. For example, I have a first edition base set Charizard pack in my special shelf over there. It's heavy. There's definitely a holo in there. But the reason why I weighed that is because I wanted to know, like, is it worth even opening? And obviously, if it doesn't weigh that much, then you never open it. But in that case, now I know there's actually a holo in there, and I kind of want to open it because if you end up getting like a Charizard in that, we're talking about like $25,000 card if you get it as a PSA 10, if not more. So potentially even $50,000 if you get Beckett to grade it and it comes back as a 10. But with that said, usually when I buy these batches of packs that are a little more cheaper, I don't grade them. I mean, not grade them. I don't Apprentice Magician, I don't pre-weigh them just because I want to be able to be surprised to see what I get in these packs. And if they end up being all crap, it is what it is. It's part of the experience, So I did want to point that out because I have had people ask me before, do you just jump in? Do you weigh these? And mostly no. Here we go. Next one. Let's see what we got in this next batch over here. See See if we can get Yugioh, Dark Magician Girl. You know what's funny? I started this debate a couple of weeks ago, actually a couple months ago now, like 2 months ago now, of who's best girl, Silent Magician or Dark Magician Girl. And actually, surprisingly, it was a pretty dead even debate. Now, at the time, I gotta say, I've always been Team Dark Magician Girl because, I mean, who doesn't like Dark Magician Girl? She's amazing. Now we got a dupe. I had to say something. But hey, it's a hollow. I'll take it. Back to what I was saying. Originally I was Team Dark Magician Girl just because, again, who doesn't like Dark Magician Girl? She's just amazing from start to finish. Good design, good card itself. It's a fan favorite, hands down, easy peasy. But in the last couple of weeks, I started using Silent Magician on Duel Links, and I absolutely love that card. Right now, it's one of my favorite cards of all time. And actually, I gotta say, I'm leaning more towards Silent Magician now. So let me ask you guys now. If you don't know about Silent Magician, obviously it's an easy peasy answer for you. But if you do know both cards, if you do both designs, which team are you and why? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious to see. You know, in fact, if I remember to add a poll, I'll have a poll in the top right corner as well. So hit that I and click that and vote. You can see the results yourself to see how many people voted for what. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that debate, because I'm honestly curious. Because honestly, I figured that people would hands down pick Dark Magician Girl. Amazon's Tiger over Silent Magician. It was gonna be like a complete blowout, like 80-20 split. And when I saw it, it was actually the opposite. It came down to like a 50-50 split, actually. I was like, what? Really? Since when? When did this happen? How did we let this happen, actually? But again, after using Silent Magician, I completely understand. So who's the better waifu? Let me know down below. All right. So far, I gotta say the second batch is not as hype as the first batch was. Because that first batch had like a hollow every other pack. And of course, getting my first dupe here after cursing myself definitely kind of takes me from that hype factor a little bit. But you know what? We still got like, what, 6 packs to go. So maybe we can get some more hype at some point with these last ones. So let's see what happens. Fire. Nope, just a great Phantom Thief. Maybe I did jinx myself because I remember I said in part 1 that these did not come from a booster box. These came from loose packs. And I mentioned how normally when it comes down to it, each booster box has like a set amount of foils you get, and the rest are all rares. And I thought to myself, what are the chances that all the hollows were on this side and all the crap is on the left side, which is the part 2? I was like, probably not very likely, but again, we'll find out as we go further through the second half of this pack. Also, this has no, this is not from the same booster pack. Like I said, you know how like when you buy certain like promo boxes, for example, and they have like packs like stuck to the actual like cardboard, there's definitely that sticky filter on some of these. So that's why another reason why I know these did not come from a booster box. So in case you're really wondering whether or not that's actually true, it's not. These are all from like loose packs. Which, again, I don't ever recommend you guys buying, because for all you know, normally they might, you know, weigh and sell basically the regular rares and then keep all the good packs for themselves. And the beauty of Troll and Toad, this is not sponsored, by the way, but the beauty of Troll and Toad is I never had issues with them. And if I did have issues, they will, their customer support is always on it to fix whatever problem happens. DD Crazy Beast. A monster destroyed by this card, battle is removed from play. That's actually pretty solid. Let's put that actually over here. Anything that attacks and is removed from play is definitely 100% A1. Of course, unless your opponent plays with a Return from Dark Dimension, in which case, I mean, you're going to help them out. But I love cards like this, and I hate them because every time, I never actually ran like DD cards like that. I usually always am on the receiving end. But like I said, now with the Solid Magician deck that I currently use, since it is a combination of Return from Dark Dimension, which I use to summon Jinzo, if that happens to me, it actually only helps me out. In which case, only it doesn't help me out if you end up removing Silent Magician from play, in which case, that sucks. Don't do that, because she can only be normal summoned or special summoned by sacrificing a spellcaster. Ah, another rare! Yeah, dude, this second half sucks! This second half sucks so far. That's okay. I always think his name is Great Anus when I see this. I know, Angus, but you can't tell me you don't think Great Anus the first second. He looks like an anus! He literally looks like a walking anus. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? All right, we got what, 4 packs left? 4 packs. I believe these last 4 will be the most hype packs out of all of them. And again, this goes to show you, I don't weigh these packs before I open them. I just kind of jump in and see what I get. Gotta keep the suspense. You know, you gotta be suspenseful. You don't want to ruin what's behind door number 1 or 2 or 20. So let's see what we got. The last 4 packs. Oh, wait, next one? Wait. Oh, no, that's super rare. That's super rare. Tribe Infecting Virus. So we got something else new. All right. So yeah, again, this further confirms that these did not come from a booster box. Because if it did, I wouldn't I wouldn't get this many hollows. Also, the centering is awful on this. Like, look at this. Good thing this is not something big, because this would definitely come back as a 9, because look how thin it is over here and how thick it is on the right side. It kind of sucks sometimes how, like, you open a pack and right out of the batch, it's like, it's not a good condition. And with me, I don't play with these cards. I grade these and save them for my collection just because, like I said, I grew up with these and I love having them again now. So if I get something and it comes back as a bad condition, it's like, well, it's cool and all, but it's gonna be a 9. It's gonna be a 9. All right, let's see what we got in the next one. Come on, I want these last 4 to be as hype as ever. As hype as ever. I asked a question in part 1, why is I2 so garbage? But now I see that there is a full set behind the cards, which now I get it. I completely understand why that set of cards exists. And we got Big Bang Shots. We got Vegeta over here in this next batch or packs. And finally, we got Zombie Tiger. Yay! You can tell my enthusiasm has started to dwindle. To be fair, I'm recording this literally after doing part 1, which was so amazing. Part 1 was just absolutely insane. I still can't believe I even pulled a secret rare out of this set. Like, this is such a classic set to begin with, and to pull a secret rare is wild to me. Absolutely wild. Alright, see what we got in this next one. We got Kiryu, the second Goblin, Formation Union, Freezing Beast, and Continuous Destruction Punch. I don't know, I felt this one. This pack, specifically, I felt like it was going to be amazing, and I was like getting ready. I was bracing myself for it. I was like, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's just another regular rare. That sucks, but it's fine because we have 2 packs left. And I think these 2 packs are definitely going to deliver. These packs are definitely going to deliver. By the way, again, I'll ask the same question I asked in part 1. What are some packs you want to see me open on the channel? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get my hands on them, and hopefully they're not as expensive and also obtainable. So keep an eye out for it on my channel at some point. So give me those suggestions and leave a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos as is. Oh, we got an ultra rare! Paladin of the White Dragon. I will take it. Finally, did I not tell you that this last batch of cards are going to be fired? Actually, I'm pretty sure this is my first ultra rare out of this entire batch. It is. It definitely is. That's cool. That's awesome. Let's put this to the side over here. Let's finish off this pack. Now I hope that the hype can keep going with this last pack, because if we end on a regular rare, that's kind of a ball buster. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this is cool. Look at that. How is the centering of this? Oh, unfortunately, the centering is not that great on here. As you can see, it is once again thinner on the right side, thicker on the left side. So I don't think this will come back anything higher than a 9. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Final pack. Final pack of this batch. And I gotta say, I am very satisfied with the outcome so far. I'm so glad I bought these packs. I regret nothing. If I see it again, I would definitely do it 100 times over. So let's see what we got in the final pack here. Dark Magician Girl. If you want to pop in here and end this with some fire, my heart is beating. Make it happen right now. Make it happen right now. Spell Canceller. That's an ultra rare. It's not Dark Magician Girl, but it's another ultra rare. So I will take that too. Oh my gosh. As long as the card remains face up on the field, all spell cards cannot be activated. The effects of all face up spell cards are also negated. It's basically the spell version of Jinzo. That's awesome. That's great. I'm kind of disappointed that it was a Dark Magician Girl, but I gotta say, if it was gonna be anything else, being an ultra rare would have been amazing. Oh, I just realized I didn't get Dark Paladin in the set. No! That's fine. I'm okay with that because the rest of this was pretty fire. So quickly, just to recap what we got in the Magician's 4 set so far, we got all of these hollows. We got Spell Canceller, Paladin the White Dragon, Tribe Infecting Virus, YZ Tank Dragon, the only dupe, which I'm excited for, and a White Dragon Head. As far as regular rares, pretty much the same we got in part 1, which consists of this, whoops, this, that, this, that, this, and that. So I gotta say, I'm not mad that I bought these packs. I'm definitely glad I did. I'm definitely glad I did. So in the comment section below, if you want to see more classic Yu-Gi-Oh pack openings, make sure you let me know what to get my hands on, and I'll do my best to see if I can get those at some point. And I guess if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. My name is Rhymestyle. Hope you have fun. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.